Hey there, Pokefans. Welcome back to a brand new video. My name is Matt, and we're going to start our seasonal rank climb using a team that we built from scratch. First and foremost, happy Friday, folks. The end of the work week is here, or at least for a lot of us. I don't work this weekend. I do have an errand to do, but that's more later on in the afternoon / evening. But other than that, I don't really have anything to do this weekend, which is going to be awesome. It's also going to help with a project that we're currently working on, and I'll get into that in just a minute. So after that, we're going to pause hosting ZA currently right now. And that is because I'm at a point in the story that I have to fight and win 15 infinite royale battles, and each ticket to fight this challenger is 50,000 points. Could be done every single night, but it also could not be done and cause me to do 2 extra things. So because of that, and we also have to get prepared to fight Zygarde, we're going to not post anything for ZA for the foreseeable future, but I will give you guys updates if it's relevant for that, but only when that video comes out. I know that the DLC is getting more trailers, and a lot of people are seeing like DLC stuff come out, and I hopefully will have the 15 battles to continue on with the storyline. I've already been spoiled, so I don't have to worry about it, but hopefully I'll have the 15 battles done before the DLC comes out, if it's not already out already, and do what the DLC requires for storyline, because I'm kind of excited for that too. Next up, I want to talk about the VGC stuff. Champions is right around the corner, sometime in 2026. It's going to be the thing that we use for Worlds for Anaheim, California. Wait, is it Anaheim or San Diego? Anyway, it's going to be in California. I want to start getting stuff ready. I don't know if I want to transfer Pokemon over. I don't know if I'm going to be able to transfer Pokemon back. And it's the same thing with Legends ZA. Right now, we don't have capabilities of using home on ZA, but I want to get more information before I start like shuffling Pokemon back and forth between Switch, the home, and Champions, right? So until I understand how that whole system works, I plan on literally unlocking Pokemon from scratch in Champions to actually play through ranked ladders, get points, unlock the Pokemon, continue training them. And if I can do that and have the accounts link up to where if I make any changes on my phone, it'll show up on the Switch and vice versa, that'd be perfect. This prep work in VGC content, especially as a content creator and competitor, is so good. And it's gratifying to know that I can actually do stuff on my breaks or lunches at work, and it'll actually reflect on the Nintendo Switch. So when I sit down to record, boom, everything's ready to go. One last update for VGC specifically, and I'm going to try to dumb this down because this is like the 4th time I tried to do this. I want to try to be better at naming conventions and creating a series out of this thing. I've been kind of experimenting, and sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't, which is totally fine, but I just want to have something a little bit more serialized, and I also want to be better at creating thumbnails. I'm not good at that kind of stuff, and I feel like I need to start getting into that just so that I can understand, 1, how to do it, 2, what I could possibly make out of them, because I want to challenge myself and be better at doing this. And I also am working with text-based editing, trying out that kind of stuff, trying to understand how it works, what does the system look for when it makes the cuts and stuff like that, whether or not that we can do this or do that. Maybe I can make it really easy later on. I don't know, but it is something I'm looking forward to doing, and I'm looking into, and we'll probably start that progress this weekend as well. So I have a lot of stuff planned for this weekend, like the ZA thing. I want to make really cool thumbnails for season 36 and beyond, so I can get ready for Champions. And I also want to be better at, not only being a better YouTuber, but being able to look at this and go, okay, can I do it this way? Can I do it this way? Can I do it this way? Because yeah, I want to be better, and I'm going to be taking steps to be better. So there's that. Very last one, I forgot to mention this. If you guys didn't see the teams at episode 0, watch that first, because that is going to go give you a breakdown of what we went through to select the teams that we have. But here's the team as it stands. Pretty self-explanatory. I thought that we were in Regulation F. That is not the case. It's only for live events, internationals, and regional tournaments. On the rank ladder, it's still Regulation J. I'm hoping that that changes, because I would love to get off of J so that we can go into what everyone else is playing with, because that's kind of where my knowledge and my inspirations are going to go, because I want to see what other people are building. I can't go to local events, so I don't plan on competing this year. It's not in the calendar for me, but I would love to see what everyone else is playing, just so that we can kind of get some insights from the players at hand. Because right now we're kind of playing, I want to say casual, where everyone's just kind of throwing legendaries out there, and that's not super fun. I also don't want to sit and record Smogon either. I like the cartridge. I put a lot of effort into the cartridge. That's why I would rather stay on the cartridge. But anyways, that's realistically all that I have. My apologies for taking up all of your time. We'll get into the battles. We're going to do 6. We're going back into that, so we don't have to worry about it. Wish me luck, because I'm definitely going to need it, because I have no idea how this is going to turn out. Let's get to it. Ooh, okay. So we've got Cresselia, Terapagos, Umbreon, White Kyurem, Rillaboom, and Incineroar. So we have the special attacker. I don't think this is Trick Room-ish teams, but it could be. I think we're set for the most part, except when it comes for Regieleki. I think that's what we're kind of struggling with here. Kyurem, still Dragon Ice. So fire attacks is going to be pretty neutral. I think ground attacks is going to be super effective. You do have to worry about Levitate for Cresselia too. But we'll bring in Tornadus and Ogerpon to start us off. I don't think Regieleki is going to be like a good pick here. And then Zama and Kali. We're going to do this bunch here. I think this is the best one that I have to maybe beat the team. They do have 2 people with fake out, so priority. Obviously, we did argue this yesterday, whether or not that we should bring in for Farigiraf because of priority and being able to counter that. But I needed to understand exactly where we're going to be seeing these. And that's why we're going this way. So possible Trick Room can be activated by Cresselia. Let's do Bleakwind Storm, and I'm going to Spiky Shield, because I think Fake Out's going to go into Ogerpon. I don't want a Tailwind if they go into Trick Room. There's Fake Out goes into Ogerpon. Okay, so we did predict that. Okay, hurt yourself. You can Storm hits both. It's decent. Okay, they did do Trick Room. All right. So no Tailwind, but they are faster than me, especially. So what I could do is we'll just Bleakwind Storm again. I will Terrasilize. And then I will Ivy Cudgel Cresselia, thinking that they'll swap. They swap out Incineroar. Okay. Maybe Kyurem? Terapagos. Okay. Not a bad one. They are going to be opening themselves up to something. They did make it so that they can definitely do more damage to Calyrex for sure. Well, at least negate the damage. So how's the rest of the turn going to play out? Lunar Blessing. That's just going to heal Cresselia. Cudgel. Goes into Cresselia. That's a decent amount. Bleakwind Storm. Hits the Terra Shell. It hits both. Dope. And that's a crit. You get the speed drop on both. Are you kidding me? Bro. Let's just Bleakwind Storm. I think I'm just gonna swap to Zama, to be honest. I think they're gonna Terrasilize Terapagos here. They could just go into Lunar Blessing, but I'm still doing damage. And right now, me being minus, well, neutral for attack isn't great. But Zama's gonna get a +1, and we put Terapagos directly in range. Especially now that we hit it. So there is the Terra. That's to Terapagos. Yep, there we go. So Terra Star Storm is going to be dangerous, but we don't really have to worry about that after this turn. Lunar Blessing. Okay. Oh, are you the Power Herb set? You are in fact Power Herb. Gotcha. Oh, Tornado Storm dodged it. Okay. Bleakwind Storm. It dodges Cresselia. Hits Terapagos and drops the speed even further. Let's go. Okay, so let's check the board state. Trick Room's got 2 more turns. So we don't really necessarily have to worry about that. We're going to protect here. And I'm going to body press right into Terapagos. Helping Hand. Okay. Protect. Terra Star Storm. Okay. This shouldn't. I mean, it is +1. I don't think it's gonna get the KO to the game. With a crit. It doesn't get the KO either. Okay. One Storm, and I'm just gonna go ahead and wide guard. That was a crit. I would have survived by at least 1 more turn. Dang it. Lunar Blessing's probably gonna have to come out here, but that was a Helping Hand +1 from Terapagos. That was insane. Absolutely insane. Wide guard. To force the single attack. Okay. So Lunar Blessing is gonna come out from Cresselia. There it is. So this is the final turn of Trick Room. Storm hits both. And just puts them right back to where they just were. And the Twisted Dimensions return to normal. So now we'll go ahead and just do that again. Ally Switch could come in and be really, really good for them. But they have to really play into it. Because they could get Trick Room off again, and then that's going to be like really hard for me to counter. But I don't think... Yeah. I was going to say, like, they have to do something. Storm. Misses. Gonna miss. Okay. They're probably gonna get off Trick Room again. So maybe going after Cresselia here would have been like the better bet, but that's okay. Okay. Storm, and I will just wide guard. And we'll kind of play it this way. Because Lunar Blessing only has 8. And they've used it 3 times, I think. Three, maybe 4 times. Dark Pulse. Down goes Zama. Storm hits both. Drops its speed even further. Bruh. Bro. Okay. We'll reintroduce Okapon. We're gonna have the +1. Okay. 3 more turns of Trick Room. Bleakwind Storm. And I will spiky shield to Ogerpon. Tornadus can survive one attack. He's got the sash. So unless Cresselia was gonna do like a physical attack, I don't think it actually has an attack. I think it's just supporting. Wait, I couldn't KO Tornadus with a +1? I mean, he is specially pulled here, so I guess that makes sense. Got 2 more turns. I think I'm gonna lose Ogerpon here. I'm gonna Ivy Cudgel the Cresselia. I think I'm gonna lose Ogerpon. Yeah, because it's gonna do super effective damage, and he's not set to take hits. This is a +1. Yep, there he goes. Okay. Like, I could have maybe done a double protect and just kind of hope for the best, but in the event that they went for like a solo type move, there's the healing. Like, they're literally doing everything they can to keep Terapagos up. Absolutely everything that they can. Okay. We'll just do this again, and we have 1 more turn, right? Yep. And I'll just protect. Tornadus does the double, fails. But I will protect over here. Terra Starstorm. Now I think they won because they have Dark Pulse and they are able to swap. Blessing. Okay. I'll just go for it. Why not? I'll just hit Cresselia, maybe get the KO there. I think it has the mental herb because it hasn't been healing interim turns like at all. So, like, that's not bad. I did try. Yeah, super effective against Cresselia. There goes Trick Room. No more Lunar Blessings, but here comes the Dark Pulse. At +1, it's going to do a ton. Yeah. +1, ton. I'm ×4 weak to it. Yeah. I spent all of my resources just to KO 1 Pokemon. I almost KO'd 2. I almost KO'd 2. If I was able to just get Terapagos down just a little bit further, I would have been fine. But I also believe that the speed downs actually worked against me because of how the speed tiers work under Trick Room. I should have went after Cresselia after everything had been done. But there's not a whole lot that I can do when Tornadus doesn't have an attack that actually focuses on 1 Pokemon. I only have a spread move. So maybe looking into something like that later on might be best for me in the future. I also didn't activate hardly anything. I didn't activate Rain Dance, but which would have made Bleak Wind Storm 100%. So we'll also keep that in mind going forward as well. So I missed a grand turn of hitting Cresselia. I also didn't use Rain Dance, which would have made Bleak Wind Storm's hit harder. But it would have crippled Ogerpon, but that is something to consider too. Okay, we have Rhydon, Fluttermane, Lunala, Ursaluna, Chi-Yu, and Fruit Bonnet. That's his name. Jesus, I am struggling. Okay, so this is actually a really good team that we could possibly highlight what Regieleki could do for our squad. However, there is a Ursaluna right there that we also will have to deal with too, as well. I think just being super offensive right off the bat is actually really, really good for us. We do have to worry about Ursaluna though. but I don't know if it's going to be like right off the rip or if we're going to have to worry about anything else. But we will open up with, actually, I think, you know what? We'll give it a shot. We'll do Regieleki. I think the better play is to do Urshifu, but I can't guarantee that Lunala is going to be out there. And also, Watermane also does know and has access to Trick Room. So I want to obviously outspeed as much as possible and just do a ton of damage right off the rip because I think I can. I honestly think I can. Okay, Brute Bonnet and Lunala. This is Regieleki and Tornadus. So Rage Powder off of Brute Bonnet can actually do quite a bit of stuff. Well, actually, we'll just spread. Yeah, we'll just spread them out. We'll just spread. I like spreading. Spreading's Electro Web. Wow. Okay. Not what I expected at all. I was expecting a little bit more damage off of Electro Web, to be honest. Okay, this is 4. Yep. It's 4, and here comes Trick Room. Yep. Yep. And I'm locked into... Ooh, okay. So the question is, do I want to play this out or do I want to just leave? Because obviously that was the wrong play. Bringing in Regieleki when I could have obviously brought in Urshifu to taunt to stop Trick Room because I now know what's in the back. It's Lunala, Ursaluna, and Brute Bonnet, and then X that could be Koraidon. And I don't have a way to stop all of them. So we're gonna protect here. And I have to go to Electro if I can't do anything more. Not with Regieleki. Spore. Beam. This is gonna KO Regieleki. This is where that extra sash comes in because he's like a really frail target. I mean, it could also miss. That's power. Oh, goes to Tornadus. Okay. I'm fast asleep. Now, I do have to remember that Shadow Shield does do stuff. It absolutely does stuff. I'm going to swap to Zama, even though it's a terrible idea, but I'm just going to Electro up again with Regieleki, because eventually I'm going to have to be able to do something. Eventually. So I'm going to get a defense boost. Spore. So we have 2 more turns of Trick Room after this. Maybe 1. Okay, Beam. This +1 does quite a bit of damage. Oh, Regieleki woke up. Let's go. Electro Web. Oh, come on. I expected you to do a lot more damage than that. Two more turns of Trick Room. I don't like that. I really don't. Why is he not doing... He's got specs and he's 252. I don't understand. 252. I don't understand. He's got 152. Are you serious? Bruh. Bro, I thought it was higher than that. Turns out I was wrong. Lunch, and we'll just Electro up. That's fine. We got 2 more turns. I can't really do anything about that specifically. We have 1 more turn of Trick Room after this. And guys, Beam, this is going to take down Zama, which is not great. There goes my counter to Ursaluna. But they're focusing primarily on what's next to Regieleki, because they're like, oh yeah, you're stuck into, you know, specs and can't do anything else. And under Trick Room, this is actually really good for him. So I'm gonna just bring out Tornadus. I'm gonna protect. And I'm gonna force you to go after Regieleki again. Yeah, this is definitely the wrong game to start testing stuff. 152? I mean, come on. And that's before the boost. It's 152, and then he gets a 1.5. So it's basically 200. That's weak. That's really, really, really weak. Super weak, in fact. Deep bomb. Okay. Nice beam. That's to take down Sack. I mean, good idea. Absolutely great idea. Okay. And the normal. I'm gonna bring out Calyrex. Now, please do not miss. Actually, yeah, no, good. I haven't used my Terra yet. Go ahead and Sucker Punch me. You're not gonna get very far. You're absolutely not gonna get very far. I will live that 100%. And you can swap out for Koraidon to bring out like someone else, but you're not. Dang it! I forgot Wide Guard on that Pokemon. Are you serious? Oh, it sucked. You didn't use it at all, and I just took down a lot of damage. Oh, they got me. They got me. Are you gonna Spore or are you gonna Pollen Puff? What are you doing there? Spore. Okay. You're gonna Spore. Maybe Grass. Grass could be a good one for Calyrex. Yeah, why not? And I'll protect. Why not? Calyrex is asleep. So no Sucker Punches. Wide Guard again. And this is where my team breaks down. This is a Spore again. From the Brute Bonnet. Okay. You know what? Let's do Rain Dance. Why not? Alright, let's hit it. With through Brute Bonnet. Okay. Here comes Ursaluna. Yep, there he is. Here comes Trick Room. Running is fast asleep. Calyrex also asleep. Yep, game's over. Yep. Yep. Regieleki is not doing well. We're just gonna line retreat. We're not gonna waste any more time. So with Regieleki only hitting 100, that sucks. Did they really nerf him that far? I didn't think he was nerfed that bad. Like, I know Transistor got hit, but bro, what happened to you? 152. 277 for the speed. Like, if I don't do Timid, oh wait, what I don't know. What is going on here? Like, I switched natures and the attack and special attack changed. What? Bro. Yeah, it's 152. I changed it from timid to go to modest. It goes to 167 and a 1.5 boost after that changes it to 167 times 1.5. It's 250. That's honestly weaker than Fluttermane. It's actually super weaker than Fluttermane. That's with specs. That, oh, and the offensive stat is multiplied by 1.3 while using electric type move. So its stat is even increased by 1.3, at least by what this is saying. So we have 167 times 1.5 times 1.3, which means it's 325. And I was literally doing nothing against both of those Pokemon. How? That says, what? That's weird. Okay, we have Darkrai, Ice Rider, Regieleki, Dusclops. I don't remember that Pokemon's name. It's the fifth one. I can't remember. And Cinderace. Okay. Wait, why is Electro Whip not part of this thing? Yeah, that's so weird. What could I have done there that last game? Not sure. Anyway, so we do have a couple of people that we do have to worry about right off the bat in regards to what we're going to be looking at. So what I would like to do is move in with Calyrex and Urshifu, hitting with the 140, 149. Ogerpon and Zama. We do not want to bring in Tailwind, although their Regieleki is going to be way faster than Calyrex Shadow Rider, but I should be able to survive right off the bat just because what am I trying to say? Yes. Just yes. I keep losing my train of thought. My apologies, guys. Okay, so Calyrex has two abilities, Unnerve and the thing, Pressure on the Dusclops. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go straight off the rip and just go Astral Barrage. But I'm also going to sit here and taunt the Dusclops because I don't know what the Pokemon is on the left. I think it's called Renucleus? I could be wrong. Oh no, I forgot. I'm sorry. I forgot. Okay, Terra, this is probably gonna go Dusclops. It's that thing, and it's Berry. Okay. This is probably to weaken the damage from Astral Barrage. Astral Barrage comes in. It's super effective. It's like super effective against Dusclops. Taunt stops the Dusclops. It's probably got the Eviolite, so it's not gonna have Mental Herb. Cannot Gravity, and the other one does Trick Room. The thing I was trying to prevent, but that's okay. Gravity is actually really, really good. Stopping Gravity is pretty good, in my opinion. We're gonna Terra Dark, and I'm gonna go ahead and just Astral Barrage. Wait, do I want to do that? Do I want to do that? Dusclops has Pain Split, which is what I'm afraid of. You know what? I'm gonna leave it as it is, and I'm going to Protect. I'm not gonna Terra because Pain Split is a normal type move, which will not affect. Okay. Sidekick. Okay. Goes off to Protect. That's okay because now Astral Barrage kicks in and it should get the double, and it will. Absolutely will. Shadow Sneak. I was thinking knockoff or Night Slash. Shadow Sneak's not bad to priority move. It's not bad at all. But I get a +2 on Calyrex, for sure. But they still have access to their Calyrex, which is out now, and Darkrai. They already used their Terra, though. That's good to know. They did use their Terra already, which means I can Protect here, Terra, and go straight into their Darkrai, and I think I'm gonna get the KO there because I'm slower than Darkrai. Because Darkrai's fast, I believe. I'm gonna bring him up. I have smoke on up. So at level 50. 140. Ooh, they're 4 points slower than me. Metronome? Stockpile? Interesting. That's a defense boost. Is it special too? Yeah. I am slower than Darkrai. 1, 2, and it goes down. I figured that might happen. So my Urshifu was 149. I either won the 50-50 or their Darkrai's just generally faster. But he ain't gonna survive an Urshifu that's based on Adamant with the Mystic Water while Terra Water. I don't know what they're expecting from Metronome. I think either Metronome can randomly activate a move from the entire move pool, or it only goes off the Pokemon's move pool. I'll have to look it up. It's been a while since I've seen it. I know that it's just a gacha game. You just pull the lever and just hope to the person that you believe above us to make it happen at that point. Okay, we've got Zama, Fluttermane, Tornadus, Serena, Lilligant, and that's Hisuian, and Miraidon. Okay, so we do have some Pokemon in here. It's actually going to be very, very detrimental for us to deal with right off the bat. The question is, how? How? Tornadus and Calyrex, off the rip. I kind of want to do Ogerpon. Yeah, Ogerpon and Zama, because we don't want to bring in Urshifu to deal with Serena or Lilligant. It's not going to be able to do anything against Miraidon for sure. And the other 3 I can be able to take down fairly easily. Fluttermane's probably like the one I have to worry about the most, but Miraidon could be Scarf. We both have someone that is above the speed tier, so it just really depends on how that turns out. Zama and Tornadus, both shinies. Let's go. Okay. So here's how I want to play this out. It's a defense boost on Zama. I want to Tailwind, and I'm just going to go ahead and Psychic that Tornadus off the field. I'm thinking that they're going to go ahead and get started off with Wide Guard. I want Tornadus off. Tornadus is not going to be like, he's going to be the thing that puts this team together. Everyone else is kind of easy to deal with, but I need that Pokemon to be gone so that I can get my +1 to then deal with the Zamazenta. Okay, they won the 50-50. I'm okay with that. As I'm faster unless they scarfed, which is totally fine. Okay. Slam. And Storm. Wait, let's swap you out to bring out Zama. And I'm going to protect Calyrex. Since I'm taunted, they're going to get Tailwind up. I want to save mine for later. So I want to bring up my Zama out now to apply pressure to them later. See, that's what I wanted to prevent. It's like, okay, if I do the thing, okay. I'm gonna hit you, and then I will do this. Okay. Swapped out Tornadus. Out comes Lilligant. Shiny. Terra fighting Zamazenta. Slam. totally okay with that. I'm hoping to take down your Zama, though. That's the big thing here. I want to take down that Pokemon. It doesn't do it. Interesting. Okay. Come on out, Cornelius. Hit you, and I'm gonna go ahead and get set up with Tailwind. Now Lilligant might have Chlorophyll, but also have Hustle. Here comes the Terra, the Zama, the Ghost. Okay, so now my Body Press isn't gonna do anything. Kick. Press. Okay. Punch and yeah. Call. Good call there. Nope, I don't know. Nope. I'm going to force you to do wide guard now. Yep, I'm going to force you. Because you want to try to keep Lilligant on the field, which probably has your sash. If I had to guess. Body press. This is going to go right into Lilligant. Does not have sash. Out comes Miraidon. I have one more turn for Tailwind. They have Tornadus in the back. So what I want to do is hit you and protect Tornadus. I mean, I could swap and just make it so that I have Ogerpon out there, but that's not the best idea. Because right now, I definitely outspeed both those Pokemon. And I want to make sure that I outspeed the next turn. But I want to take down Zama so that I can use my moves. So there we go. I want to take down their Zama, so now Wide Guard cannot do anything to affect whatever I'm going to try to do. And I can set up Tailwind. Okay, that's fine. Now, using the Terra on Zama does set me up for failure, however, because now if they have access to Bleakwind Storm, I can't do anything to prevent that damage. But it's now their Tornadus versus my Tornadus, Ogerpon, and their Miraidon. Tornadus is injured. Okay. So I can hit you. And I'm just gonna go... Missing? I'm gonna go after... No, I am gonna go this way. I'm And I think I have to do this. Okay. I think we're both gonna activate Tailwind. They don't. Okay. Drift. Unless they just literally set it up to where it's Bleak Wind Storm now. Yep, and it misses. Pokemon. Okay. Stomping Tantrum from the Miraidon. You're gonna activate Tailwind so that you outspeed. Or you could just do the Bleak Wind Storm and it might hit. See, they thought that what they thought what I was gonna think, like, okay, I have to Bleak Wind Storm here. Just take a hit and hope for the best. It's like it either hit or they miss. It's either one of those two. Unfortunately, they hit. So it is what it is. That was a really, really good match though. So in the previous turn, we could have went 50-50s and did both attacks and then maybe got the KO, which then that whole 2-on-1 would have been more on my favor if we went off and off, but I didn't really want to risk it. I also don't know what the item was for Miraidon either. Didn't heal, wasn't scarfed or specced. Did take, and it took a lot of damage from Stomping Tantrum. I can't really say for special type moves, so maybe, yeah, I don't know. Maybe Assault Vest? It didn't protect 3 moves, so it's a good possibility that was Assault Vest. Ooh, okay. We've got Tinglu, Garganacl, Magearna. Wow, I just blanked on that one. Glaring Weezing, Wuchen, and Jumpluff. Okay. Let's do Zama and let's see, Urshifu. These two would be perfect. And then we go Ogerpon. I'm just so afraid to click Regieleki now. Honestly, I really should be afraid to click on him. He's not. Just that one fight of just doing like minimal damage just kind of showed me. Yes, I understand that it's Lunala, and Lunala is a tanky Pokemon. But I have specs, 167 special attack, and it's supposed to be like 325, and I just barely did anything. Even to Brute Bonnet, yeah, it resisted it, but it's still just a little bit. I mean, come on, bro. All right, let's see. Jumpluff and Weezing. So Jumpluff can still use Tailwind, which we are playing it this way so that we can get access to our stuff, because right now Jumpluff doesn't have an ability and Weezing does. What I want to do is potentially hit the Jumpluff where it hurts the most. So I kind of want to take it out first. And I think I want to leave Weezing alone for the most part. I think I want to do that. Let's protect on Urshifu. I want to see how this turn plays out. I don't know what it's gonna be like. You see? They're expecting something. But Jumpluff moving faster than those two is actually really good. And then Will-O-Wisp on the Urshifu. Okay. Tells me a lot of what I need to do. Alright. So I'm I'm gonna go right into you and then swap to Ogre Pond so that the Will-O-Wisp doesn't hurt me. And then I can't get leech seeded or put to sleep by sleep powder. So that's how I want to try to finagle this. I know they have Magearna. I don't know if it's going to be Trick Room-esque, but I'm playing it the safe way that I know. Snake Sap. Okay. Flash. It's like I'm doing damage. I'm absolutely doing damage. You know what? I'll take down Wheezy now. I think that's what I'll do. I'll take down the Wheezy. Thanks that like hitting is not great though. But I'm afraid of Will-O-Wisp. Even with the -1. Okay, that's not. I mean, that's probably gonna heal it up, but I'm not worried about that too much. Yeah. Tantrum. Yeah, that's a decent amount. Do with Bash. That's even better. There we go. Okay, gas wore off. Now I don't care if my attack's lowered. Chen. Grass Dart. The shiny one. Let's go. I love that one. Absolutely love that one. Okay. And I'll just go across the way now. You can activate Tailwind. You can do your thing. You can kind of make a wall if you'd like. But you're not going to do a ton now. Can't leech seed Ogre Pond. I pretty much resist everything that you kind of do. Okay, withdraw. Here comes Magearna. Oh, Ting Lu. Okay. Alright. Okay, Terra Wu Chen. Probably Ghost. Poison. Okay. Okay. I can respect that. Heavy Cudgel. Next Ting Lu. Body Press. Not very effective. Knock off. We're not doing anything. You're our leftovers. Okay, so we know the 4. Yep, we know the 4. Okay. Swap to Urshifu. And swap to Kali. We're gonna lose one. Possibly both. I need to get these two out because they've got minuses. Now, me losing a +1 defense on Zama is actually really bad. But this way, I have brand new Pokemon, and Urshifu can actually take down Ting Lu in a easier manner now. Okay. Oh. You swapped them anyway. Dope. Who'd you bring out? Oh, Ogre Pond. Okay, that's great. I love that for me. Actually, that's pretty dope. Thank you for that. That is actually pretty dope. You have, can't look at it. I think your attack. I think Wu Chen's attack. Certain Strix, you it's Terra, and I'm gonna go straight into Wu Chen. Yeah, because Ting Lu is special attack, so Wu Chen is attack, and it lowers it down by 25%. Not to 25%, by 25%. But we're gonna get ourselves a +1. Tantrum. It's a lot. 2 strikes. 1. 2. 3. Good drain. Pretty big. Pretty big. Not big enough. Snarl. Misses Ogerpon. Hits Urshifu. That's not very effective. Oh no, drops its special attack. Who cares? Honestly, who cares? Let's just go ahead and just go. I'd be able to get it this way. And I will go into Wu Chen again. I'm putting a lot of pressure onto you now. Like, yeah, you might have Giga Drain, but I do a ton of damage. Off the Tantrum. Just put you right back down there. Certain Strikes. This should be enough to take down Ting Lu. So I will lose Urshifu here. But the trade-off is I have someone that is actually really, really good on my side, and I can outspeed. Oh no, Leech Seed. Ogerpon was seeded. Leftovers, and then a little bit of healing due to that. You're kind of in a rough spot. Like in a really bad rough spot. Now comes Jump Up, full health. Now we're just gonna go across the way. I'm gonna go across the way. And puff. Okay. I can catch it. Right into this jump left. Sash. Okay. Strikes. 1. 2. And 3. Use a train. That's totally fine. That's absolutely fine. Because now Calyrex can come in and take the game. As Jumpluff is going to go down here, they can't really stop me from doing that, and I outspeed Jumpluff. And because I know that it was Sash, I don't have to worry about anything else. Come on out, Calyrex. Okay, no more eating berries. So I just click this and I'm good. Game's over. They can either do the double protect and get a little bit of healing or not. I take down Jumpluff before it can actually do anything. And I go before Wu Chen. So the game's over. right now. It's physically impossible. They just got to really decide their moves. All right, here we go. Master Barrage. Pop. Okay. Jump up, goes down. Can't really do anything. I got a boost. Bumping Tantrum. Once again. That was a really interesting team. Whirlwind on Ting Lu to kind of swap everyone in and out. That was pretty dope. It's been a while since I've seen Ting Lu, Wu Chen, as well as who else was there? It was Jumpluff, Ting Lu, Wu Chen. Didn't have Magirna. Someone else. I already forgot most of that. I'm so sorry. It feels like I'm going brain dead. It's not that. I'm just forgetting. My bad. Sorry. Still a good match. Absolutely, like, great match. Ooh. Ho-Oh, Miraidon, Urshifu, Iron Treads, Iron Hands, and Grimmsnarl. Okay, so there's a lot. There's a lot here that I have to deal with. I think just going off with these two right off the bat is going to be like the best course of action that I have. And then maybe Ogerpon, and then Zama. Ah, it's flying types. Maybe not. We'll go Urshifu and Zama. Like, I really want to bring in Ogerpon or even Regieleki, but Iron Treads is a ground type. Regieleki can't do anything to that Pokemon, like, at all. And like, does hardly any damage to Miraidon, doesn't do hardly any damage to Iron Hands. Like, there's just so many things that can counter Regieleki. It's not even funny. All right, Calyrex and Tornadus versus Grimmsnarl and Miraidon. Okay. You could Tailwind. I would become faster. Not like they'd outspeed me outside of just, you know, Tailwind. So just go ahead and just... Yeah, we'll do this. And I will Astral Barrage. Tailwind, because I want to go fast. No Fake Out. No Thunder Wave. No Screams. It's an interesting combination. Volt Switch. Off Tornadus. Brings me down to Sash. You Spirit Break Calyrex? That would work heavily in your favor. Iron Hands. Okay. Foul Play. That does do exactly that. Foul Play would 100% do that. Bring out Zama now. Fake Out is something I will have to worry about right here. So... Protect. Just gonna go right into Iron Hands. I think Close Combat, maybe Fake Out's gonna hit into Zama, so I don't think Zama's gonna attack. I don't want to set up anything else either. I just want to protect Tornadus right now. Tornadus is probably like a not a most valued piece, but it is a piece. I just need to protect it for whatever. The Fake Out did hit. Foul Play would have definitely hit something. Let's just go ahead and just do that and hit into the Iron Hands. Urshifu is still in the back. What? Okay. This one gets full. Drops speed. Let's go. Right press. It's not enough. I have a +1 in defense and Terra Fighting. Let's bring out Urshifu. This is probably where my strat's gonna start falling off. Does have Reflect out. I'm gonna double into Iron Hands. Okay, they withdrew. Okay. Ooh, ho-oh. Thunderwave. Interesting. Strikes. IKO, ho-oh. It's not gonna. Oh, Rocky Helmet. Is that gonna be enough to do a ton of damage? It's decent. It's absolutely decent. Gonna drop me down to half. If they did it on purpose for Tailwind, that was actually a really good idea. Body press. Down goes Brim. And not just Iron Hands and Miraidon. Yep, Tailwind's gone. Okay. So what happens now? Checked here. I'll just body press into the Miraidon. I don't think he can get a KO. I will be flinched from Fake Out. Hopefully it went on to Urshifu. But they probably know that I don't have it. Maybe. I mean, both those Pokemon do outspeed me, so they're probably thinking, okay, you can protect on Urshifu and do something on Zama, or vice versa. Oh, you went out. Okay. This is actually really good for us. For Drift. This might be enough. Yep, okay. Probably Spect. Probably not. I don't know what the calcs are for that now. Okay, Cork Drive Raw. Why not? We'll just hit it. Gonna Electro Drift anyway. You don't have to think very hard. Miraidon outspeeds me. He goes down. Fudge. No, that's okay though. We learned quite a bit. I'll have to look at the damage calcs for Regieleki and come back for Saturday for a little bit more calculations, because I was not under the impression that his damage was hot garbage. I thought, because I saw it like on a live stream, like he was doing well. He was doing a ton of damage. So unless I misread the match, like it should have been able to do quite a bit, right? Do you think so? I mean, I think so. And that, ladies and gents, of Pokemon Select is going to be the end of today's video. In season 36, we are currently 2-4. Not very high into Great Ball. We're about 1, maybe 2 matches into the winner's spot. I think it's just 1, might be 2. It looks like 1. I think it's 4 or 5 to get passed over that slot. But still 2 and 4, not bad. Definitely gonna be looking into Regieleki to see what he can actually do damage wise with Transistor, as well as like choice specs to different targets, because I would assume that he was going to be able to do something, and then turns out he wasn't able to do anything. Now, it could be Electro Web, but Transistor does say you get a 1.3 boost in your offensive attack if you're using a electric type move. So that's cool. And specs goes up 50%. So it's a 1.8 difference with 167 as the base. I don't know. I'm going to look into that, see what I can come up with to see if there needs to be any changes, or we could possibly start making a little bit more fruitful changes to our team. Calyrex did do quite a bit of work here. Not having taunt on Tornadus was pretty weird. Never used Rain Dance once. Had maybe one opportunity to use it. Other than that, never clicked it. So we might need to change that move as well. But that's for future me to worry about, not for present me to worry about. I have to get this video rendered so you guys are able to watch it so that I can go to bed so I can wake up for an important meeting tomorrow. But I want to thank you guys for watching. If you made it this far, shout outs to you. Love you guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know if you guys like what you saw, and I will see you guys next time. So until then, please take care of yourselves, and I'll see you all later. Peace.